During the summer of 2021, I embarked on a crazy but very delicious journey. I ate a dozen eggs every day for 30 days. I had other meals too, and the eggs were cooked in a variety of different ways, but yes, by the end of it all, I had consumed 360 exquisite eggs. The idea was born out of boredom, my love of eggs, and my interest in scientific experimentation. More specifically, I wanted to see whether the media-fueled vilification of egg consumption held up to scrutiny. Before we carry on, I must highlight that this was not an experiment. I did not control for other variables. I even ate different types of eggs, including quail and duck eggs. And though enjoyable, I did not and likely will not repeat those 30 days anytime soon. Take this instead as an observation and a personal journey into the science of eggs and cholesterol. If you'd like to see images of what I ate, follow me on Instagram, it's all there. If you'd like a way more in-depth analysis of my blood results, it's all on Patreon. So before embarking on my egg-filled month, I took some blood tests, including a testosterone profile, omega-3 and 6 ratios, vitamin D, apple lipoproteins, and cholesterol profile. Here are my blood results before and after 30 days of egg consumption. There is a lot to go over. I will be focusing solely on my cholesterol numbers in this video. At first glance, many doctors may look at my blood results and conclude that eating 12 eggs a day for 30 days was not a good idea. His LDL went up. He'll probably die of a heart attack next week, they'd say, and conclude that eggs should be consumed sparingly. But I say otherwise. Those of you who have read my cholesterol ebook will understand why my cholesterol results were actually favourable after the 30 days. My HDL, also commonly known as good cholesterol, improved, and so did my triglyceride HDL ratio. Triglycerides are a type of fat and are carried primarily by other transport molecules called VLDL. Basically, you want a high HDL and a low triglyceride number. Triglyceride HDL ratio is better associated with cardiovascular outcomes than measuring LDL, unfortunately labelled as bad cholesterol, by itself. Furthermore, LDL-C is not a reliable marker in non-average people, for example me, as I undertake a low carbohydrate lifestyle, and a high LDL is actually commonly associated with longer life. So the take-home point is that if you have low levels of inflammation and are fit and healthy otherwise, a raised HDL and a low triglyceride level are better markers of cardiovascular protection than LDL numbers alone. I actually don't think eating eggs made a huge difference to my cholesterol results, if I'm being brutally honest. This is because when we ingest cholesterol in our food, our body compensates by reducing the biosynthesis of it. I actually think that I must have ingested lower carbohydrates than normal for me during this period of time, which has favourably affected my blood results. This is because insulin resistance is associated with low HDL and raised triglyceride levels. All in all though, we will never know what specifically caused any changes, because remember, this wasn't an experiment. In the next video, I'll be going through omega-3 and 6 ratios. If you'd like to know more about cholesterol, I've written a guide about it. I will link it in the description below.